Okay, last round. Gone 3 and 2, so we at least get our money back. Because the good path, the nice thing about leagues is just winning record, get your money back. I mean, really I should be playing in the competitive leagues just to get the most practice against the better players. It's also got more scope for better prizes, but at the moment I don't have the largest amount of tickets in my account, so if I can save a ticket here or there, then I will. I can't remember, like, I haven't really played much since they brought in the treasure chests. So I wonder if I get any treasure chests for 3 and 2. Probably not. No, you get 1 treasure chest. The question is whether you sell them or open them. I have no idea if they are like, I don't know what the EV of them is. Right, let's go first. This hand seems fine. Traverse can help get us our 3rd land, as can Grapple. We've got the best card in our deck in Ishkanar. We can play a turn 2 Grimflayer. See what we're up against. Will it be a 4 red green pummel deck? Okay, this looks like it's the mirror. If it's the mirror, then there feels like there's power in getting down Grimflayer first. Could just get grasped, but it feels better than just grappling. Oh, mainboard deadweight. And a traverse. For swamp. Play a tap land. We could traverse for our 4th land. Could traverse for our 4th land, which means we could play Pilgrim's Eye next turn. So I think I like that, because I've been told one of the main important things in the mirror is to win the Ishkanar race. Because if it stalls out, you just get the most activations. Another way to win apparently is just get to Liliana first. Grasp of Darkness. Yeah, let's grasp this now. Then we can grapple at the end of our turn. Very likely we'll find Delirium off that. Opponent's 4 is Mindrack Demon. So this will put them on Delirium. You would expect. Yep. So he's a Vessel of Grimflayer. So now we grapple, which should put us to Delirium. Ishkanar, Forest, Pluming Marsh. I would like to get the 3rd Ishkanar, but we've probably got ways to recur that later. So let's get the Forest and play our Ishkanars out. And just get them out there. But yeah, I can't remember where I read or heard about it, but I think I've heard in a couple of instances that, like, if you can, like, get Ishkanar out early, it kind of shuts some things down, and then you can just start draining them for a lot. This seems like a rather blatant way to try and get me to block with Ishkanar and then grasp it. So I'm not going to bite. Tap the land. See what our opponent does. So they're probably just keeping up Vessel and a grasp. We can't really attack without running Ishkanar into a thing. Hissing Quagmire. So let's just play a couple Pilgrim's Eyes out. Just get some more land, filter the deck out. Swamp. Again, just feels like you always want more access to swamps than forests. Swamp. This also guarantees that next turn, if we don't particularly draw any action, it gives us the scope to just start pinging away with Ishkanar activations. So there's the vessel. Revealing. Murder, Evolving Wilds, Liliana. So Liliana is what they're going to go for. So if they tap out for Liliana, the question is like, then do they then attack with Myrak Demon? Because if they don't, we can pressure Liliana. Holding up that Grasp mana. Ishkanar gets minused. Any attack, friend? No. Traverse the Elven World. So what's the target here? Probably their own Ishkanar. For Swamp. Well, if that doesn't bluff or signify a Myrak Demon, I don't know what does. The Grasp of Darkness. I kind of actually just like swinging at Lily with everything here. Like, we're not losing anything particularly important. We've got the chance to kill. It's possible you send in the Hissing Quagmire to finish the job there for sure, but why? Like, if they use a Grasp of Darkness on like a Spider token, yeah, that feels good for us, I think. TARDIS Cracker is probably what's going to eat the Grasp of Darkness. But this means Ishkanar is presumably a bit safer from it. We get our clue out of it at the very least. So there's the Grasp that we kind of expected. See, now I will block with Ishkanar. If another Grasp appears, then we've got the second Ishkanar. Pilgrim's Eye. Would quite like to find a Haymaker like Emrakul. Does feel like Ishkanar, Emrakul, and Liliana are very important. Okay, well this time I'll bite because we've got a backup Ishkanar. We also actually have the possibility of cluing into a return Grasp of Darkness. Yep, my opponent has nothing. Oh, they're waiting for post-combat, okay. We find Hissing Quagmire. Cool, cool. 5, 6, 7, 8. Not quite Emrakul mana yet. But close. So let's roll out our own Ishkanar. Force our opponent to have an answer for that one. And if they use something like Ruinous Path to get rid of it, that's the ideal, because then that means... Okay, Noxious Gearhulk is the least ideal answer to that. It's 2, so all our Ishkanars are in the graveyard. Traverse. This is probably for Emrakul. Yep. Grimflare. And we've got one card in hand and it's Emrakul. But we could get the first swing at it. Because I've only got one card in hand and it's Emrakul, then they can Emrakul back. They can make us swing our Emrakul into theirs and trade, but we can... I feel like just letting... If they Emrakul us, then what can they realistically do? They could throw away a lot of our stuff, so let's prevent them from doing that by making them throw away a lot of their stuff. And hope they've got to transgress the mine main board and we can transgress the mine then. Yep, trigger on stack. Forest. Forest is actually like one of the worst draws that our opponent could have had for us. Because if they didn't draw Forest, we could have like got their Hissing Quagmire dead and stranded them on mana. Question is, what do we kill here? I want to get rid of both Mind Rack and Noxious Gearhulk. Actually, how many blockers does it? So it takes 4 blockers to kill Noxious Gearhulk. It takes 5 to kill Mind Rack Demon, but Mind Rack Demon kills 2. Oh yeah, we can do that. We can stack all the damage on one spider. So it's possible we could have got Hissing Quagmire there as well, but yeah. So our opponent can Emrakul. But it feels like we'll have the better board state. They drew a Blooming Marsh, so their hand is Forest. So let's see if they draw a way to kill our Emrakul ourselves. One time they Ruinous Path. Mind Rack Demon. So I mean, what do they do here? Like, do they just trade the Emrakuls off? Because even then we're left with the best board. Plus we then get to follow up with Grimflare and Mind Rack Demon. Our opponent's got Forest. Oh, right. Double block with Pilgrim's Eye. Make all the damage be assigned to that. That was a reason to kill their Pilgrim's Eye. Well, gotta learn the deck. Or we could sack out and do this. I would be pissed off if I was my opponent, because we completely misplayed that and got rewarded. I've not taken enough of opponents' turns with Emrakuls to know what to do with them yet, clearly. Okay. Flaying Tendrils is the only wipe I know of Black-Red playing. And that would get rid of the tokens. So, drawing a card. So, Tracker gets big. Hissing Quagmire can be activated. They're going to tap out now for something. Kalitas. Kalitas could be tricky. Let's Vessel. Well, Liliana seems good. Opponent is complaining about how lucky we are. I mean, fair enough. I'm not going to attack with Grimflare just yet, because Grimflare can... Noxious Gearhulk can kill Kalitas and kind of deal with that threat. It's just because it's Menace, it means it can't be blocked and you have to use both of them. See what our opponent attacks back with. Another Blooming Marsh, so I get a crack at a clue. I think priority here is to make sure that Liliana survives. Liliana survives, we can minus and get back Emrakul. and close the door. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You even have mana to traverse afterwards. Getting attacks with the Pilgrim's Eye. Could have traversed. Let's just get rid of things. Because they need to find a way to deal with Emrakul or die. I'd like to say managing Emrakul turns on Magic Online is frankly not the best. Forgetting to traverse could be pretty annoying there. I mean, we can traverse and cast anything, but we'd like to traverse and cast something with Myrak Demon. Hissing Quagmire. So, the question is, did they find an answer to Emrakul? Even if they found an answer to Emrakul, I think we've got lethal with everything else. I think the only thing that doesn't do that is Noxious Gear Hulk. Some decks run 2. Some decks do run 2. Ruinous Path will help with that. But I feel like it could still be lethal. Let's play Kalatas. Let's activate Hissing Quagmire. Let's just attack with everything. Could have shrunk that thing. Just getting sloppy because I think I've got it in the bag. I can't think of anything that gets out of the situation. I mean, Noxious Gear Hulk, a second Noxious Gear Hulk does get them out. Ishkanar does not do it though. Pretty sure it doesn't do it. This could just be opponent trying to run down our clock, because this could be a fairly grindy matchup. It's another time for Mako to get laggy. I'm just going to F6. Opponent's debating over blockers, but I don't see how they can live. Okay, so Emrakul seems like a trump in the mirror. Ruinous Path seems good as an answer to it. Kalatas seems okay. Just dies to everything, seems too slow. Pick the Brain feels very important. Transgress feels very important. Mind Rack felt like it was good there. Grasp seems fine. Liliana seem important. Tireless Trackers seem important. Pilgrim's Eye maybe less so. Ishkanars feel very important, the vessels feel important, grapples feel important. Grimflare seems bad on the draw. Maybe Murder might be bad. It feels like a lot of the threats are nullified by Ishkanar. Grasp of Darkness can deal with a lot of them. Ruinous Path is... like, Murder can't even deal with the real big threat, which is Emrakul. Transgressors Pick the Brain seems good. To the Slaughter seems good against Emrakul. Odd Nixilis might be okay. Maybe Kalitas isn't all that bad. Natural State doesn't hit anything in this matchup, does it? No. Let's try Kalitas, why not? Now, maybe taking Grimflare out isn't right, but it does feel on the draw it might be too slow. This hand seems okay. We can take out an early Grimflare if they decide to try and play the beatdown. They went to 6 and kept on top. Sinister Concoction. That would be something Natural State could get to. Vessel is a nice draw here. But yeah, Grasp seems good if they try and go for an early beatdown plan with like Grimflare. But we've got an Ishkanar, and Ishkanar feels very important. Vessel. They grapple and find Blooming Marsh. It's probably coming out straight away, but still. Their Delirium count is 3, which is a bit worrying. Liliana. That's also worrying this early on. And Hissing Quagmire can provide some pressure on that eventually, but possibly too slow. Play Quagmire. I'm going to try and Vessel end of turn to find the 4th, or effectively 5th land, so I don't have to traverse for it, because it feels like saving your traverses for things that are quite important here is quite key. Tires Cracker. I think I'm just going to kill that instead. Downside, gives them Delirium. In case they ever pick the brain, because like one thing that could be backbreaking is if they then get to pick the brain next turn and take out Ishkanar. We're also miles off Delirium ourselves. Well, there's the 5th land anyway. And we can't actually do anything here. The traverses feel better saved. We could... Quagmire is just going to get concocted. There goes a pick and a transgress. I think I want the vessel. That does give us Delirium. I prefer having the vessel for now though. Let's just roll out an Ishkanar next turn, that's the plan. They may also be on the rolling out an Ishkanar plan. So they are. So they roll out their Ishkanar, we'll play ours, they'll probably Sinister Concoction it. I will continue to worry about this Liliana. The Liliana is very close to ultimate. Very close. I can't think of anything that's going to puncture it. So I think we want to get as many bodies on board. And the ideal thing is that we would draw Ruinous Path for it. Transgress, that'll take Ishkanar. But Liliana, yeah, turn 3 Liliana feels very, very good in this matchup. So, realistically, we need to find a removal spell of some descriptor. Either to allow us to get 1 damage in. Well, think we've just got to attack with Quagmire so Liliana does an ultimate. It's not what I like to do, but I feel like I've got no choice. And the worst thing about this is it means we have to attack with Ishkina. I've also got the concoction up anyway, so... I mean, make him use it, I guess. I haven't used it yet. I mean, the box indicate that they are. Yeah, let's just concede now. Save ourselves some time, we're not going to win for the ultimate. Okay, so we're on the play now. I like Kalitas less here, Odd Nicholas less there. I'd like to bring the full complement of Grim Flayers. A Mind Rack's potentially bad. It feels like the easiest way to pressure Liliana, but it just kind of gets gobbled up by... Just gonna... Maybe Noxious Gearhulk is bad on the play? Actually, let's take out a couple grasps, because if our theory was... If we want to kind of try and play the beatdown here, then that could be quite important. Let's keep this. Go for an early Grim Flare into Mindrack Demon. Lead off with an Evolving Wilds. Gonna get a Swamp, as always. But yeah, we weren't going to get through Liliana Ultimate, so it's just like, save time. We're a bit behind on the clock. Another Swamp is the last land we'd like to see for a while. Allows us to play the Mind Rack on curve. No Grasp of Darkness in store for this Grim Flare. Transgress. Okay, that's not ideal. But Grim Flare can set up our draws now. Drawing another Quagmire was not ideal, but that's what Grim Flare should help us with. Swamp and Blooming Marsh can definitely get out. Let's keep Ishkanal on top. Let's play a Quagmire. And the other downside to that hit is that it just leaves us nowhere close to Delirium. Wow, Ruinous Path on Grim Flare is bold. Play another tapped land. Hope we don't get transgressed and lose Ishkana. Or Pilgrim's Eye is not the worst. Traverse. Our opponents are aggressively traversed. I don't know if this is just something I don't know about the matchup yet. Or what? Now the thing is, we can play Ishkana here, but we just actually don't have, we just straight don't have Delirium, which makes it quite underwhelming. So I'm actually just going to attack with this and Quagmire. I mean, maybe like that was a downside to keeping a hand with only 2 relevant threats on it. There's also a possibility we should not have killed that Pilgrim's Eye, given that it gives creature and artifact. Vessel, Forest, Ishkana, Emrakul, Murder. Oh god. Yeah, it's possible that hand was just too slow. Knowing our opponent. Okay, they went for Emrakul. We drew our second Emrakul. Oh boy. I don't want to risk attacking with the Quagmire just yet, because if we just find like one vessel or one grapple, we're suddenly very close to chaining Emeralds. There's an Ishkana. Traverse is good. Traverse takes us up to 3 on the Delirium scale. This is literally just getting land so we can start chaining out the Emeralds quite early. Our opponent's going to do theirs now. This actually might favour us though. Well, possibly not, no, because I think what they're going to do, they're just going to kill our Quagmires. Well, they attacked with Ishkanas, so they can only kill one of our Quagmires now. Ah, they can double block. Worst thing is, even if they kill both our lands, we still don't have Delirium. I mean, then we have to draw something to kill Emrakul straight up. Maybe we should have mulliganed the hand. I guess, like, if we know that we're sideboarding in like hand disruption, it's pretty much a no-brainer that they are, and they probably would be anyway. So it's like, why wouldn't you just? Okay, they just hardcast our Ishkana. I am happy with that. I'm very happy with that. 6. Played our lands in the wrong order there. Oh dear. Well, there's no point hanging on to the mistake. I feel like this match was potentially more winnable, but I've kind of misplayed my way through the entirety of this game through. Noxious Gearhulk. There goes Ishkana. Opponent actually, I think, has Leaf 4 maybe? Not risking running the... I mean, pretty much, just because they can start taking us down. I'm not quite sure what series of draws gets us out of this. I'm pretty sure it starts with some bizarre way in which we can cast Emrakul ourselves. Ruinous Path is a start. It's like we're one short of Emrakul mana. Okay. What could be done here? Ruinous Path provides us a blocker, kills Emrakul. We just die in attack throw. I think we need to clue and find Noxious Gearhulk. Just for the life gain is the only thing that keeps us alive. Grapple with the Past is probably not going to do it. But let's investigate the possibility. Nope. Well, feels like we misplayed that one quite horribly. What can you do? What can you do? Still like this deck. It feels like both games lost across the set of 5. Could have been prevented just by better play. Treasure chests are selling for 4 tickets. That's quite a lot. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you as I try and figure out the value of that. So yeah, that's Black-Green Delirium. I'll actually show off the entire deck once. Things I might change. Kalatas, maybe a bit underwhelming in the main board. Otherwise I don't think I'll change much. I feel like at the moment it's just a case of I need more practice with the deck. Um, Purely because I keep making a lot of mistakes and misplays and things I'm not thinking of because there's just a lot to consider with it. But still, fun deck to play, so yeah, we'll probably see more of this. And hopefully some modern. Exciting.